Welcome to tonight's Common Council meeting for May 13th, 2025. Clerk will call the roll, please.
Herman.
Here.
Matsdorf. Binder.
Here.
Penkwitz.
Here.
Gilson.
Here.
Sandy.
Here.
Tauschek.
Here.
Hildebrand.
Here.
Let the record show we have a quorum. Next is the pledge. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the consent agenda. The chair will entertain a motion.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that motion.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Clerk will call the roll on the consent agenda.
Hildebrand.
Yes.
Sandy.
Yes.
Penkwitz.
Yes.
Tauschek.
Yes.
Gilson.
Yes.
Binder.
Yes.
Herman.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Item 4 is the audience portion where we ask people to sign in and be recognized. This evening, we have no one that signed in. We certainly encourage people to sign in where you do the talking and we do the listening. Moving on to item 5, presenting life-saving awards, Police Department, Fire Department, and Orange Cross. And tonight we'll ask our Police Chief Ruggles to give us a opening comment and start the thing off. Chief.
Thank you, sir. Let me make sure here. If I can have the officers please come up. And then you all want to step up and join, or? So we're giving out joint award tonight to both the police department and the fire department. And then we're also Orange Cross Ambulance Services here tonight also to recognize their people that participated in this. And I guess I'll start it off and then I'll turn it over to the other supervisors here and chiefs to recognize all their people. So give them just a second to gather. We have Rory going to join us, or you want to stay there or you want to come up? All right. So on the evening of February 21st, 2025, shortly after 6 p.m., Mr. James Thiel was enjoying a night out with his wife at Antoinette's. Mr. Thiel collapsed and CPR was started by a bystander. Officers Callie Novak and Brett Smith from the police department responded, as was Orange Cross notified, and the fire department. The bystander performing CPR was none other than our retired Assistant Fire Chief, Rory Beebe. Upon arrival by the officers, Officer Smith deployed his automatic external defibrillator, or AED as we commonly refer to him, and Officer Novak jumped in with assisting with CPR. An initial shock was delivered using the AED, but unfortunately it did not revive Mr. Thiel. CPR was resumed and Orange Cross Ambulance arrived on scene, assuming control of the medical situation. A second shock was eventually delivered by Orange Cross medics, and Mr. Thiel was eventually stabilized. I'm told he even sat up and was talking in the ambulance on his way to the hospital. So I'm pleased to inform you that Mr. Thiel has recovered from this incident and is in the audience tonight with his wife. And so on behalf of the Plymouth Police Department, I am recognizing tonight Officers Novak and Smith with a life-saving award in recognition of their contribution to this team effort. And so for the officers, we actually will be presenting plaques to them tonight as a life-saving award. And then we also give them a pin to wear on their uniform in recognition of that service to the community. So with that, I will hand them to Officer Brett Smith, Officer Callie Novak, your pins to go with it, and I'm going to make you congratulations, and thank you both for your service.
Our bystander being Mr. Beebe. The fire department got him one of our Community Hero Awards for his in recognition of his life-saving actions on February 21st, 2025. Thank you very much. Thank you. And then five of our,
I'm sorry, he's got one.
five of our fire department members also responded to the scene. I'm going to have each one of them come up and I'll give them their life-saving award that we have as well. Leah Adamance. Benjamin Holtzman. Michael Bierstock. Ryan Wagner. And Joseph Pop. Yes.
My name is Jeremy Lagnius. I'm the Community Engagement Recruitment Coordinator for Orange Cross Ambulance Service, and I'd like to recognize Austin Kramer, EMT. He's being awarded with a commendation for the life save as well. His partner Landon was not able to join us tonight, but we will be giving him that next time we see him. Thank you so much, Austin.
So again, on behalf of all three agencies, we just want to say thank you to our personnel for the job they did, and of course recognizing that without their efforts, especially Rory, who jumped right in, like we all know he will for the rest of his life here. Without their efforts, obviously Mr. Thiel wouldn't still be with us. So hats off to all of them for a job well done and the teamwork.
On behalf of the city and the council and the community, we express our appreciation and thank you for all the service that you do. Sometimes it doesn't get recognized like it should. We're more than happy to say thank you to you and all the time that you put in. It just doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifetime. Thank you. And my friend Rory, keep it up, my man. Very good. Moving on to item 6, no items were removed from the consent agenda. Item 6 is not needed. Moving on to item 7, I don't want to scare anybody. We're going to do a little gaveling here, so tie yourself down. I declare a public hearing open following by discussion and action for ordinance number 8, an ordinance amending the City of Plymouth, Wisconsin Comprehensive Plan existing land use map and future land use map by changing property from agricultural to industrial, parcel number 592718222750, and ordinance number 9, an ordinance amending section 13-1-21 zoning map of the zoning code of the City of Plymouth, parcel number 592718222750, to rezoning approximately 66.27 acres of land from agricultural district to HI, heavy industry district. Tonight we have Jack Johnson, our Assistant City Administrator, Community Development Director, to give us a update and action on this. We'll recognize Jack first, then others can ask questions or make their opinions known. We'll do them together since it's a public hearing. We'll act on them separately as ordinance number 8 and number 9. Jack, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. As you said, these next two ordinances and the public hearing that accompanies them go hand in hand. Ordinance number 8 would amend the comprehensive land use plan map to change the property that Sargento owns on 57 and PP from a future land use designation as agricultural to industrial. And ordinance 9 would then change the base zoning, which is the zoning map we showed earlier during the committee of the whole, from agricultural to heavy industrial. They are seeking this to accommodate a future development of some sort. We have a rough site plan included in the packet that is required for the rezoning petition. At this point, we haven't had anything submitted to Plan Commission for review. This went to Plan Commission, the rezoning and comprehensive plan went to Plan Commission earlier this spring in April, followed by the necessary noticing requirements as required by ordinance and statutes. So essentially, what I'm asking tonight is for you to hold a public hearing, which we're going to technically hold after I'm done speaking here, as well as approve the two ordinances that are in the package.
Thank you. As a technical process, Jack, you're right, we have to go through this process for ordinance number 8 and number 9. Information will continue to come forward, and the Plan Commission will be the next stop for that. Thank you. The chair will recognize anyone else who wants to make a comment on the public hearing, ordinance number 8 and ordinance number 9 as stated. I declare the public hearing closed. The chair will entertain a motion regarding ordinance number 8 and ordinance amending the City of Plymouth, Wisconsin Comprehensive Plan existing land use map and future land use map by changing property from agricultural to industrial as indicated.
I would make a motion to approve ordinance number 8.
I'll second the motion.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Clerk will call the roll on ordinance number 8, please.
Gilson,
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
Tauschek,
Yes.
Hildebrand,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Binder,
Yes.
Penkwitz.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Moving on to item 7B, ordinance number 9. The chair will entertain a motion on ordinance number 9, amending section 13-1-21, zoning map of the zoning code of the City of Plymouth to rezone approximately 66.27 acres of land from A agricultural district to HI heavy industrial district.
I'll move to approve ordinance 9 as stated.
I'll second that motion.
We have a first and a second to approve ordinance number 9 as stated. Any discussion? Clerk will call the roll on ordinance number 9, please.
Penkwitz,
Yes.
Binder,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Hildebrand,
Yes.
Gilson,
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
Tauschek.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Moving on to item number 8, resolution. Resolution number 6, Wild Migratory Bird Day Resolution. Bear with me for 1 second, please. An ordinance, whoop, I just did that, didn't I? Don't want to do that one. Okay. Resolution number 6 of 2025, World Migratory Bird Day Resolution. Whereas migratory birds are some of the most beautiful and early observed wildlife that share our communities, and whereas many citizens recognize and welcome migratory songbirds as symbolic harbingers of spring, and whereas these migrant species also play an important economic role in our community, controlling insect pests and generating millions in recreational dollars statewide. And whereas migratory birds and their habitats are declining throughout the Americas, facing a growing number of threats on their migration routes and in both their summer and winter homes. And whereas public awareness and concern are crucial components of migratory bird conservation, and whereas citizens enthusiastic about birds, informed about the threats they face, and empowered to help address those threats, can directly contribute to maintaining health bird populations. And whereas since 1993, World Migratory Bird Day, formerly International Migratory Bird Day, has become a primary vehicle for focusing public attention on the nearly 350 species that travel between nesting habitats in our communities and throughout North America, and their wintering grounds in South and Central America, Mexico, the Caribbean, and the southeastern and the southern United States. And whereas hundreds of thousands of people will observe World Migratory Bird Day gathering in town squares, communities, centers, schools, parks, nature centers, and wildlife refuges to learn about birds, take action to conserve them, and simply to have fun. And whereas while World Migratory Bird Day officially is held each year on the second Saturday in May, its observance is not limited to a single day, and planners are encouraged to schedule activities on the dates best suited to the presence of both migrant and celebrants. And whereas WMBD is not only a day to foster appreciation for wild birds and to celebrate and support migratory bird conservation, be also a call to action. Now therefore, I, Don Pullman, as mayor of the city of Plymouth, do hereby declare proclaim May 10th, 2025 as World Migratory Bird Day in the city of Plymouth. And I urge all citizens to celebrate this observance to support efforts to protect and conserve migratory birds and their habitats in our community and the world at large. Chair will entertain a motion to adopt resolution number 6 as indicated.
I'll move approval of the World Migratory Bird Day resolution.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion?
Mayor, I would just add that the Chamber of Commerce completes the Bird City USA program for us on a yearly basis, and this is a requirement as part of that program.
That's very true, and we appreciate them doing that and participating in that. Any other comments? Clerk will call the roll as the resolution requires.
Gilson,
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
Tauschak,
Yes.
Hildebrand,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Binder,
Yes.
Penkwitz.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Chamber, for that. Moving on to item 9, new business, discussion and possible action on redevelopment authority artwork. And Jack, there you are. Almost lost you in the crowd before. You have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. This is a donation of artwork from the RDA for the Pocket Park and Stair Park, which is the former Streets Financial Building. This was kind of a project that was started last summer to create kind of a spot of interest for that park and something for residents to enjoy and look at and that kind of stuff. So we had an RFP sent out in February that garnished 5 responses for us. RDA met twice and selected the finalist that's included in your packet, Paul Bockerwitz, an artist from Waukesha County that's done quite a few similar projects. The piece in particular is called Family Dynamics, which is included in your packet materials. So we have a preferred location in the park. I actually met up today with Public Works Director Austin, Matt Nagel, our street superintendent. There will be a little bit of assistance from the city just in terms of pouring a concrete pad, so the artwork could be placed on folded down. Mr. Blakeslee, I don't know if you want to talk about the financing a little bit of it.
Yeah, thanks. So this was a project from the RDA that was initiated by the RDA. Again, the Stretch Financial Building was demolished with help of a donation, so that was a donated project. And the RDA contributed funds to help build the small pocket park that is there now. The RDA did allocate $10,000 for the artwork structure. And at the same time, we worked with WPPI Energy to also donate $10,000 to the project through their community program where they give back. So the total for the project was $20,000, and this is basically the cost of the artwork. It's just one other addition. We did go out to the public as part of the Mill Street Festival last year to get some feedback on what kind of structure was recommended. It was a nature theme, and what we have before us is Family Dynamics, which kind of incorporates both nature as a tree design, sort of a tree and family theme. So overall, a good structure, and the RDA is really excited about the project.
Thank you. The only question I have is this one particular structure or multiple?
It's one
One.
structure.
Okay.
It's one, and it's in one piece.
Okay. Thank you.
Will it be up by the time,
One moment,
Okay.
please. Chair will entertain a motion so we can discuss.
I'll make
No, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would make the motion that the city accept the donation of the art piece from the RDA.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. Now.
will it be up by the time all of our family events happen this year, this summer?
I can't guarantee that. There's a little bit of time we'll need to work with Public Works to kind of accommodate the pouring of the pad as well as assistance of the installation of the piece. Our goal is to have it installed by the end of the summer.
Okay.
Good question. Any other questions? Clerk will call the roll, please.
Pinkwitz,
Yes.
Binder,
Yes.
Herman, Hildebrand,
Yes.
Tauschak,
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
Gilson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. The next part will be a closed session. We'll ask the room to clear.